Hey guys, just wanted to do another little status update on the old Cummins swap project. So where we left off, I guess, is got the PCM. You can see it over here. Got it opened up like a book. So the last thing we did was take a look at the ECM and see what the problem was. Why the computer, the CAN bus, OBD system was all not functional. The speedometer, the tach. Basically all of the symptoms that the internet talks about when they talk about the electronic speed sensor on the engine or the vehicle speed sensor going out. Same symptoms, only in my case it wasn't just that sensor. So I have a new sensor in there. I got all of the other sensors unplugged, ended up tracking it down to this voltage regulator chip in here, which I replaced. I'm going to post that as a separate video just specifically about repairing that computer. You can see right now I don't have it out all the way buttoned up. I just wanted to plug it in and kind of test it out and see what else might need attention or any of that before buttoning that case up. It's my understanding that you only have a few times of bending this thing open and shut before some of the ribbon cables and that stuff along this back spine start to break and cause problems. So anyway, like I said, I got all the sensors unplugged except for the engine speed sensor or the vehicle speed sensor. This will tell me, I guess, if my repair was all that it needed. I'm not 100% sure. All I knew, based on my diagnosis, is that I wasn't getting 5 volts out of the computer. So now, after my repairs were complete, 5 volts is coming out when I put 12 volts to the battery input and the ignition input. So anyway, let's give it a crank and see if anything's different. I'm hoping, or I'm expecting now, maybe to see a check engine light possibly during the startup sequence, or I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what these trucks are supposed to do when they're working properly, so. Okay, well, the truck obviously runs. I'm not sure if, I didn't see the engine light in here. I didn't get any additional indicator lamps like I was expecting. There we go. And also the alternator does not appear to be charging right now, which may be something, maybe nothing. Like I said, I only plugged in the one harness connection that was necessary to pick up the engine speed sensor. I was kind of curious, I guess, what would happen with only that plugged in. Let me go ahead and plug in the other 2 connectors and see if there's any change there. Okay, take 2. I just plugged all those plugs in just to make sure, and now I just came in, hit the key, and there's a gen and a check engine signal. So let's try it again. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so battery gauge is coming up almost to 14. I got an RPM signal now. Nice. All right, well, I think for now we're gonna call that one fixed. The engine light went back out. I got a brake light on and a couple other indicator lights that I'll probably need to look into, but yeah, not really worried about it. I think that fixed it. All right, so now that we got a functional vehicle here, I can probably move on to taking a look at the Blazer to see what we want to start on, I guess, for the conversion. Be looking at adapters. We'll be looking at probably some of the engine accessories and which accessories we want to end up using on the Blazer. In the meantime, if you guys are interested at all in how I managed to fix that computer that was in this one, check out that other video. I'm going to post it. It doesn't really belong in this series. It's kind of enough work for it to be its own standalone video, so I'll just post it up as such. In the meantime, I'll have to go out there and button up the case on that computer that I got opened up now that I know that it's working. So anyway, thanks guys.